Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, perhaps, possibly a good gloam. Certainly a happy witching hour.
And a happy witching hour.
I hope that everyone is doing well today. Queen GG on first. Deadly, hello. Deadly GG on 50 stream streak. 50, not 5. I know, I feel like your streak was like just reset the other day. Lorgan, hello. Queen, GG on 5 stream streak. 5, not 50. I know, it seems like your streak was just reset the other day. Lorgan, GG on 7 stream streak. 7, not 70. My goodness, you've been scammed. Somehow, your stream was reset the other day. Torny, GG on 300 stream streak. 300, not 3. My goodness, Twitch hasn't scammed you recently. So many streaks today. I hope everyone is doing well, though. I'm doing all right. It was a work day. I found out, I didn't actually know, I had yesterday off, but we had plans for yesterday. But I didn't know why I had plans. I found out that, someone needed some day off, and, switched a whole bunch of stuff around, and I've just historically said, I'm okay with, if anyone ever needs to switch things, as long as they don't, need my Tuesday, just switch whatever. So, I had yesterday off, so that, I think I was going to actually have today off. I was gonna have, today and the next 2 days off. But instead they switched a bunch of things, so I ended up with yesterday off.
But it worked out.
Yeah, it worked out really nicely. I did work today. It's kind of hectic at work today, actually, but not too bad. Just it's been pretty chill, so it was hectic in comparison to how it's been the last week or two. Not too bad. I don't know if it's because school just got out or something, but it seems like there was a sudden, very quick ramp up in some sick kids. I feel like a lot of sick kids the last few days. Almost a year of days worth of streams. I know. Wait, Cornfield just went live. What's Cornfield live with? Okay, it started. Speaking of people that are live, okay, so I still don't think I have a Cornfield one.
Shelves. I presume you must.
So I mean, Cornfield just went live with more Stardew. I think Cornfield just got to a, just last stream got to a late game area, and it is her first time in the late game area. I know. I need to make it. It's Deadly. The thing is, it's really hard for me to find the motivation to want to make any new commands right this moment, because if I remove everything from Stream Elements, I'm using Stream Elements utility bot, so I'd have to remake the command. Want to see something funny? Sure. What are we seeing that's funny? Oh. That is very good. Also, hello, Minich.
Hello.
But yeah, so Cornfield just going going into some late game Stardew. We have, of course, Colette is on day 2 of Subnautica Below Zero. I do have a Colette. I was gonna say a tab open, but I specifically have Colette on my phone next to me, because I have found that I prefer having, if I have another stream open, I like having it on my phone so that it's not taking any system resources. Kind of. Speaking of system resources, I guess let's talk about this game here. Let's talk about this game. So today we are starting with Memories Reach, which I think was one of the ones I saw from the Thinky Games showcase. It looked pretty interesting. I don't really remember anything about this game, but I do remember When I looked at the screenshots when launching the game again, I was like, oh yeah, this one looked... There was something about this that looked very intriguing. That being said, this game, I don't know if it's an Unreal Engine game. I tend to have a little bit of a negative bias towards Unreal Engine games, because the majority of Unreal Engine games have not been optimized. Like, I think Pseudo Regalia is one of the only, like, optimized Unreal Engine games I've played. And I do remember, is it Riz? I feel like their name is not Riz. I don't know. The developer of Pseudo Regalia had mentioned, like, multiple times that, like, optimizing the game was a huge pain in the butt. Like, you just have to hunt down all these random things that Unreal Engine just puts in a project by default and remove them. But it seemed like it was kind of difficult to figure out which things were removable. But, like, I don't know. A lot of Unreal Engine games just out of the box are really resource intensive, and it's generally very unnecessary. This game is no exception to that. I launched the game. I launched in full screen, which, you know, I know most games launch in full screen. I don't like it, but I know it's the norm. But like, it immediately, the second it like loaded, my GPU fan started kicking up, and I'm like, we're not even in the game yet, and the GPU fan is going nuts. And I think that's because behind like a blank image, they rendered this whole scene. This whole scene is being rendered in real time, and I don't know how big this scene actually is. I suspect this scene is much bigger than it needs to be for a menu scene, but this is like a whole thing that's being rendered. And when I went into the options to go set up stuff, guess we'll just start here. So I was able to set my preferred resolution and set into windowed, so that's good. Interestingly, they have apply buttons separately for both of these, which was fascinating because I wasn't sure which order I should do them in. But I did windowed first, which gave me a windowed screen that was very wonky. So we have various settings regarding filters and things. So I changed a lot of things to performance based. VSync. We have anti-aliasing settings, ambient occlusion, depth of field has a setting. I turned that off because A, usually it's not great for performance, and B, I don't feel like I like depth of field that much in games. It's okay. I feel like 90% of the time it's not done in a way that's very good, and it's mostly kind of distracting. I think depth of field would be a very good thing to put into a game where, like, you wouldn't reasonably be looking around it. Like if you were in a spaceship or something, if you were piloting a spaceship looking forward, then it might make sense to have depth of field kind of going on, because you're probably only looking, like, forward. I don't know. Yeah, motion blur. I decided to leave motion blur on, but we turned it down a whole bunch. So we'll see what that looks like. Sharpening. I don't want to like really show it too much, but here, I'll show you a bit. If you look at the background, all of these are adjusting the stuff in real time. So like on one hand, that's probably good, I guess, for like seeing how your changes are affecting the world. On the other hand, because the game started at max settings, like, my computer was so upset until I started getting stuff turned down. I messaged you in Colette's, but the message is just Bino. I don't... Oh! You know what? I bet you, Deadly, it's because I was going to reply to a message of yours. And I didn't mean to actually have you highlight it. Like, no, I just actually went and checked. The Bino message doesn't say it was at you. I'm not sure why you were pinged for that. It's not your message. Wait. Oh, hold on. Wait, it's not your message. What? I just switched back to 7TV, and it says you mentioned me in Colette, but the message is just Bino. It's not your message. I'm confused. Like somebody else mentioned you?
I think it's like highlighting Bino as if it had been
There's another message.
saying her name.
Interesting. Torny just bit into a thing and had a big crunch, and I was like, looked over and I was like, I don't remember us having apples right now. And it's a peach. We bought some donut-shaped peaches. I forgot what they're called. Saturn peaches? Yeah. And for some reason, it's crunchy. It's it's so crunchy sounding. Maybe they need to ripen more. I'm not used to peaches being crunchy. Horny looks unamused by the crunchiness.
Crunch.
Oh.
But I am like, it might be unripe.
Might be a little underripe, yeah. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, I turned everything down. Basically, I'm not sure what the best way to adjust all the settings would be, but I kept turning things down until my GPU fans were happy, and then I started going back to seeing if there's anything I wanted to turn up a little bit. And the only thing I ended up deciding I wanted to turn up a little bit was texture resolution, which the game, I did notice after a bit, it does tell you what the estimated performance impact of each setting is supposed to be. And I noticed that one was low, and like texture resolution is the #1 thing that I prefer to not turn down if I can get away with it. What kind of confused me about this is my understanding was that texture resolution was a thing that was performance, like affected performance a bunch. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's depends on the situation. But I definitely know that like when I was playing what's that one game? The loading game.
Starfield?
Yeah, Starfield. When I was playing Starfield, that was the setting that like had the most impact on like my performance. Like literally I wanted to keep turning it up, but then if I turned it up, like I was getting terrible performance, so I had to keep turning it back down, and I was annoyed by it. But that could be like an issue with Bethesda's engine, I don't know. Like I'm just going to assume that they're correct and that this is a thing that I can turn up without too much issue. But medium seemed fine, at least basing it off this image. If there's text in the game that this affects, then we'll turn this up more and see. I'm glad I pretty much play 2D games and just never have to deal with it. Yeah. I mean, I do lean towards 2D games overall. Like, part of this is I think that stylized games are more interesting than, like, realistic-looking games. And not to say that that's, like, one of the reasons I dislike Unreal Engine, but I don't... Like, a lot of the things that Unreal Engine, like, boasts about it, like, are things I don't care about. Like, oh my gosh, look, you could get these lifelike visuals. It's like, I don't care about lifelike visuals. I would, as a matter of fact, I would rather not have life. If I wanted to look at real life, I can literally look out my window with my eyeballs right now. I want to look at something that's whimsical. I want to look at something that isn't real life. I want a stylized game that's interesting, that's doing something that you can't have in real life because we have a medium that can do anything. You know. But that being said, there are games that are interesting that happen to be in, you know, engines like this and whatnot. And I mean, heck, my stepbrother, we talked about this one time, and he really struggles with stylized games. He very much leans towards games that are more realistic. This was the one that we played Valheim with, and like Valheim was in a really weird spot for him because Valheim has a certain visual thing that's like muddy almost, like it's an intentional visual look that looks, I don't know how to describe it other than like kind of muddy. But I mean, I liked it quite a bit, but like he was like on the fence of it because like things look good, but also like he prefers more lifelike look stuff. At any rate, what other settings? Volume started at 100%. It turned out, interestingly, the screen that was like hiding this screen when the game first launched, that screen had two things on it. One of them, I believe, was a master volume slider, so you could adjust the volume right off the bat. And the other thing it had was a thing to decide how you wanted the UI scaling to be, which I thought was interesting, but not meaningful to me at that time because I really didn't know how the UI was going to look. So I don't know. I appreciate the thing there, but it didn't, like, there was no way to assess what that setting was really doing in the screen that was presented in. I did enable handheld mode because I read the description of handheld mode and said it adjusts various aspects of the game to improve the experience on handheld devices, such as changes aimed at improving the game's appearance on small screens. If there is one thing that I love, in part because of streaming and stuff, anything that's geared towards looking better on small screens, I think generally is just the better option in a lot of cases. Like yes, you can get away with on, like, if you know someone's playing on PC on a large, like, monitor, then sure, you can get away with a really dense information, like, overload stuff. But I don't think that usually looks great. So, like, whatever they've done to make things good for handheld mode, that's probably what I want all the time. So we're gonna go with that. I think that kind of covers everything. I didn't really look at the other settings that much. There's like all these like player options. I don't know what most of these do, and I'm just fine. Like, I didn't really read through them. Alright. So yeah, let's go ahead and play. Oh, 4 files. Oh my god. This is another hot take, but I think in the year of our Lord of Flavor 2026, I feel like we could probably just ditch the numbered save slots and just have a save slot, and then if you want another one, just like a create new save slot button. Like, but this is one of the things, you know, I was talking about Bethesda earlier. This is one of the things that Bethesda's been doing right for as long as I know. Bethesda has always just let you make an unlimited number of save slots, and that's great. I think if you're worried about people like taking up too much data with their save slots, you know, maybe put a thing that says like, do you want us to warn you when you've taken up so much data with your save slots? I don't know. You could even like do it really cleverly. Like if you have backups in them, you could like show your save and then show the backups. This is very minor Silksong spoilers because it has to do with the menu. But Silksong does that. Silksong has 4 menu slots, but then each file has like a series of backups underneath of it, which is nice. I wish it had more than 4 slots. So I think I see no reason not to just be like, just add a new slot button and then just let this go indefinitely. I'm giving you puzzle games where the finite slave slots are this. Okay, that is true, Lorgan. I also don't like that, and I think there's only one that comes to my mind directly, mostly because I can't remember if it came up in the other one. I'm thinking it might be. But the one that I know of that it came up directly, I didn't like that. I don't know. I guess I don't... Oh, you know what? I can think of a second one, actually. Okay, right away I can think of a second one. In one of the games I can think of, it was handled very beautifully, although it didn't actually require there to be a limited finite save slots. In one of the games that had to do with some save slot silliness, yeah, though, it was perfectly fine. You could easily have just had infinite save slots. In the other one that comes to my mind, it was very relevant that it had a finite amount, but I also didn't like that, so, like, I didn't like the thing that it was related to, so I would have been fine with them scrapping that one thing for unlimited slots. Alright, let's go ahead. Oh, Lorgan said save 3. You know, I should have just picked the third slot. I'm so sorry. No, our sensitivity is too high. Hold on. Let's... where would sensitivity be? Look sensitivity, turn this way the fuck down. Wait, that was gamepad input. Oh, camera, smooth. Okay, look sensitivity, turn you way the fuck down. I like camera too. Okay, now that's too much. Hold on. Oh, that feels good. Okay. That feels good. Oh. I don't know what that is. I can hold spacebar and this happens. Doesn't seem to do anything though. Oh. Oh. That was cool. Ooh. Ah! Ah! No. Fires detected in multiple systems. Hazardous gases detected in primary and secondary utmost conduits. Threat to life support systems is imminent. Okay. An unidentified space-time disturbance has triggered an automated sector-wide evacuation warning. Structural integrity is compromised, but holding. Seek immediate safe refuge. Okay. Ah! Oh, that made the GPU fans angry. They did not like the explosion. Oh. Panther GG7 stream streak. Oh, nope, we can't go through there. This bad timeline of Outer Wilds, maybe. System status, primary power, critical, temperature regulation, critical, gravity suppression, critical, energy shields, critical, comm network, critical, life support systems compromised, total system failure imminent. System status offline. Heck. Oh, oh. Oh. Okay, so we wrote. So how do I rotate? Oh. I see. Okay. There we go. I don't like that I can't like jump off of things. I'm gonna say here's my probably not really hot take. If I'm in a first person kind of game like this, I want a jump button. Like I just let me jump. Let me hop. Especially if there's like the big old platform areas like that. Just let me hop down things. Hold space to build a charge. Holding. What am I charging? Oh! Simon P. Jones again. And listen, we made Simon P. Jones jump, okay? Bless you. We made Simon P. Jones jump. Many people have not done this, but I have. Oh. Oh! 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 Oh. Bah. Oh. Am I supposed to undo these because they go here? Flashlight again, now we're Backpack Boy. True. Wait, I want that. Wait, what's that? No, I want that. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. No, I want that over there. No, let me get down. Hold on, how do I get back down? No. Let me down. I want that thing. You can walk through fire. Fine. But I want that. I want that.
That's when you pick them up. No, let me down. I want to go down.
I don't care about the fire. I want that. How do I get it? I disagree. You disagree with setting yourself on fire. I mean, I disagree with... Listen, you can run through a fire. Like, the fact that the character is slowing down... Look at this. Look at this. You could run through this. You're not gonna die quickly running through that. I mean, it is metal that's on fire, so... I mean, maybe you will. But surely we would be fine. We could stand... Look, you saw how close we got. I'm sure we would be fine. Puzzle game, baby puzzle. I mean, but I don't know if that's a missable object or if it's a puzzle thing. Struck alert. Extreme geological upheaval has compromised the facility. Okay, we're gonna have to follow this. Do I need to go there? Well, this is where I was, and this wasn't helpful. How do I get over there? Hmm. Oh. Oh. I see. Hmm. There we go. Yeah, Deadly, I didn't even remember that Valheim was in early access. I for some reason just thought it was fully out. Like, I knew that they had been updating it, but I forgot that it was, like, early access.
We'll have to do a
Oh, a 1.0 world.
He be cautious.
He's like, at any moment, there could be demons. Looking. Looking. Well, that's the end of us.
Alright, good demo.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Good. Yeah, Bert is kind of back after the GPU fans kicked on a little bit ago, and he was not happy. Captain, we are approaching your coordinates for the MIR system. There is a problem. There's nothing here. The telemetry. Stand by. There is an anomaly on long-range sensors. It's a star system. Gravitational and spectroscopy readings are consistent with our best records of the MER system, but this is all wrong. It's 13.4 light years from where it should be. I'm also detecting unusually high levels of radiation from the system. It is unlikely that the planet Verschal will support human life. We should proceed with caution. New course laid in, awaiting your command. Engage. All right. I mean, it didn't confirm we're human. We just confirmed that they wanted human life. Nope. Oliver, those aren't GPU fans. Nope, that's not a GPU fan. You think it's a GPU fan. It's not. Trust me. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's okay.
He hissed at me.
Yeah, well, you tried to...
I was trying to soothe him!
Yeah, you put your hand in... He's on high alert. There was GPU fans. Let's see. It's like, well, there's evil. There's evil GPU fans. He's high alert because of the not GPU fans. True. True. He's so upset by the GPU fans. Well, demons. The Mary Shrine. The Mary sovereign states, erstwhile custodian species of the Mir system, practiced a form of ancestor worship. The shrine's hollow emitter is offline, making it dedicatee unclear. Making its dedicatee unclear. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bert. I don't know if there's anything I can do to turn them down further. Turn that off. We can turn off all anti-aliasing. Turn you down. We'll go full N64. Alright. What's over here? Oh, radiation rocks. Raw Meridianite. This rare exotic mineral is only found in a handful of remote star systems. Of those star systems, Varishal is the only known inhabitable one. Meridianite is highly valued for its versatile properties. Properly worked, it can be used to make any number of corrosion and energy-resistant materials. Meridianite, in its raw form, is highly radioactive, making its application limited without sophisticated engineering. However, promising experiments suggest its energies could be used to generate stable warp tunnels. Alright. I'm apparently not allowed to cross through there just because of a little bit of radiation. But I'm not dead, so like... Oh, well, that one's green. Unable to decrypt Marish interface. Oh, I don't have my spacebar thing. The thing where I was holding spacebar to, like, shoot a blast into a thing. I don't have that. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, we have a data shard. Oh. You got any more of them data shards? So I started blasting away, blasting, till the very next day. Doot 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 doot. Oh. Oh, what are you? Hey. Oh, that looks like a thing for blasting. Yeah, that looks... What? I want that. I am aware of what the actual reference was. What it's worth. Despite not watching It's Always Sunny, because I cannot watch It's Always Sunny. It pains me too much. But despite not watching it, I think you'd be very difficult to not know a handful of the most popular It's Always Sunny like references. Can I offer you an egg in these blasting times, you know? Whoop. Okay, got it. We can't decrypt their stuff yet. We got 2 greens. We'll go with this green first. There's not like under here, right? Probably. You've got some deviled egg potato salad? Let's go. I love deviled egg potato salad. Nope, nope, those aren't GPU fans. Nope. Whoa, what the hell? I don't know why I'm allowed to grab this.
Hey, you found a D12.
I did found a D12. Oh, that puts it back. Mine. Deadly, what's wrong? Why pout? What? Oh my god, why is it 9:30? What the fuck happened? Ow. Okay. You don't have deviled egg. I mean, I don't either. I keep wanting to buy some potato salad. Like, Trader Joe's has a potato salad that I've never tried before. But also, it's not deviled egg potato salad, it's like regular potato salad. And I'm like, I'm torn. Because on one hand, a lot of the Trader Joe's, like, deli kind of things like that are usually pretty good. But on the other hand, like, regular potato salad is so much worse than deviled egg potato salad. So... Oh, yeah, Deadly, I think you've told me before that, like... I don't remember the exact specifics, but I feel like you have told me before that, about issues with potato salad. It's like in the same boat of issues that you have with chicken, right? I think, if I remember right. We have a decryption key! Let's go! Toronto, welcome in. Welcome on in, Toronto. I hope you are doing well today. Wait, why is there a thing over here? Excuse me? Adding celery to salads is a bench. I do like adding minced up celery to my chicken salad that I make, but it does need to be very minced up. I don't like big chunks of celery. Like my father likes like whole C-shaped pieces of celery in chicken salad, and I do not like that. I like very minced up bits. Oh, we don't want that. I want that. You got bad food poisoning from potato salad. Oh no, that's not good. Long time ago, in a tree far away. Oh! I didn't see that. Nice. 2 shard. 2 shard, 5 meat. Potato salad sat outside for like 4 hours on a hot day. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. So far, I do have some intrigue in this game. You know, I'm interested. I do think all of the interiors of buildings looking like this is not actually doing the game great favor. I get what they're going for. I feel like they're going for, you know, alien technology world, kind of a
Like Subnautica.
like, yes, like Subnautica, like it's like alien. Would it be brutalism? Like alien brutalism? Is that a thing? We're gonna say it's a thing. But the problem is this makes everything look very samey. And when everything looks very samey, it's hard to like feel good navigating. Now, I'm not gonna comment on like the way things look because I have drastically changed the settings. The intended settings are a much higher quality, and like the world literally does look different. But like I don't know, we just have like lights, flat metal, and we have these exact same doorways everywhere. I don't know. This was exactly what the other area from 72 hours later looked like, is the problem. Like, I don't know. Is this where the radiation was? No, it's different. Cube. Was that you're talking about J.J. Abrams? I think J.J. Abrams was the one that's really well known for putting lens flares and stuff. Oh, we found broken textures. Yay, this time it's not even my fault for the settings. This is... Yeah. Again, the lighting is something I wouldn't comment too much on, although I guess this whatever my settings are, don't change this. But Now, I mostly mean, like... I don't know, like, a lot of games do sci-fi alien structure buildings like this. Big, large, soulless buildings is like the alien tech kind of shtick. Normally it doesn't bother me too much. It only bothers me in this game because it almost makes it feel like it's hard to navigate in them. Like, edge. What's going on, right? Torizite. Torizite is a non-nat. Oh my gosh, non-naturally occurring metamorphic rock produced as a byproduct of certain advanced geoengineering techniques. The Mary sovereign states were known to utilize such technology extensively. The unique nature of Torizite creation means that the mineral's properties vary between star systems. Marish Torizite seems to resonate at unusual frequency. That is making its accurate scans difficult. Oh, I don't have... Okay. We don't have the ability to use the warp ability yet. So this game is displaying some Metroidvanias type elements. Like, it started us off with lots of abilities, but we don't have those abilities yet. And, I mean, really, we only saw 2 of those abilities. Well, I guess 3. Talking with the technology is 1. Warping was 1. Using our weird belly blast thing was 1. Alright. Let's see. There was another one. Oh. Cycle. Submit lower button. Oh, the chevron. Okay, alright. Can't be that. I think it has to be this. This is a cool little puzzle. I like that. That's like a I forgot what the term for those. It's like a visualization kind of puzzle, like the classic. You know, if you unfolded this origami thing, where would you see the creases? Like that kind of thing. I don't know. I do enjoy those. Didn't we have another thing that I couldn't interface with, like, back here, though? Like, earlier? Like, before I progress more, I want to go back and interface with the one we couldn't do earlier. Over here? No. What was it? I definitely remember there being a thing. Oh, I want this. Oh. There's a blasting spot. I will say, my current impression on this game, I think, is I am intrigued. This game feels like, so far, it's got the kind of mystery of like a Metroid game going on. We know we get different abilities. I don't know how many abilities. Like, hopefully it's not just, okay, pretty early on you get all the abilities and then do the rest of the game. Mostly because that's kind of boring. Like, I don't know. I am intrigued. I'm torn on some of the choices, some of the design choices, and I really don't like how presumably unoptimized, I think, is probably the issue. Like, I really don't like that this game doesn't feel like it's able to achieve okay visuals without causing my GPU fans to kick on, which is like a lot of games can achieve pretty good visuals without doing that. This? Oh, was it that over there, maybe? No. This is clearly going to be something. We've seen, like, another one of these somewhere else. Oh. There's just rocks falling from up there. Okay. Terrifying. Wait, was it just this? Oh my god, it was this. Found it. Alright, let's see. Alright, well that's gonna go there, and I think that's gonna go there. How do we get the rest of this? Oh wait, that could go there. Oh. I see. Yeah, I like that. And that goes here, and that goes here. I awoke this morning to my usual habit of brewed tippin' grass pancakes with a carafe of juiced drop gums. Little did I believe that I would be the only regular thing with my day. That would be the only regular thing, but I should have known something was wrong when I could not find my lucky Milson. Closest analog is something similar to a stone. The first thunderstrike of the sunrise was precisely when I sought a flute of water. Though the chilling tower filters were freshly replaced, I cannot speak to their efficacy. A Meriadonite tang, albeit the size of a dust mite, was in the fluids. Perhaps Minnick cannot taste the most foul contamination, but I do detest it in my liquids. When I went to lodge a formal complaint, Minnick was absent. He failed to arrive that day. Minnick never fails to arrive. When I sought his supervisor for a talk about the alarming irregularity, she was missing too. The only recourse left was the branch manager. The new secretary, Neri, stopped me in the corridors to inform me that I was late. Not in timeliness, in that I had an impeccable record in my 20 solar years in this branch, but that I missed the manager that morning by 6 minutes, and he had already left on a civilian shuttle. An emergency meeting of the board to be held above the dark side of Tia. I tried submitting a formal complaint to the regional board, but even they had gone missing. What is this? When I sent messages and runners to the other branches, they reported the same strange phenomenon. Everyone, from managers to senior technicians, were called away to emergency meetings. With nothing left to do, I returned to my home and continued my routine per usual. Though in the spirit of today's irregularities, I had a dusting of Thornbrush with my tisane. I needed it, and I hope the Whispersmith reading this after my death will not judge me for it. Fascinating. I don't know what to make of that, but okay. Force field authentication. Marish data shards can be used to authenticate. Sure, let's spend the shards. Map acquired. Oh. Oh yeah, I like this one. Okay. So. What? Oh. Oh, that's weird. Oh. Glowing pad, glowing pad. For clarity, that was not my clip. That was, I don't remember. Was it Trappa? Trappa might have clipped it. Somebody else did the clip. I just wanted to make sure it went to Mika Cord. And Mika has like a command that automatically sends it to the Discord. But yeah, that was very good. Like, everything that happened to Mika all at once is something. That was a lot. Oh, that teleported me. Okay, that's why I was so confused. I thought we were like doing a save thing or something. No, we like full on warped somewhere else. Okay. Interesting. No? You're not gonna let me do that? Okay, okay, I understand. Understood. You don't want me to run in there even though I want to run in there. Data shard acquired. There are two different directions we can go in. I'll go this way first. I see, I lied. I thought we had two different directions we could go in, but we cannot go up there. Consequences of action. Oh, purple. I want that. If these two combine, we'll lose that, so we'll have a cross. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, interesting. That would cancel out, so we can't have you. That would be okay. So this part's fine. This says, I think that's good. Beavers! Hey, Beavers. How you doing today? Oh, yeah, that should just be fine. Oh, interesting. That part is good, and then... So if this is just here, then... Is that? No, because that cancels those two out. Oh, that's deceptive. Okay. Okay, so you need to be like that, I think? Then we keep that. We get that. Yeah, I think that's it. You get to actively overlay the shapes. Yeah, I think this one's interesting because it's like they've done a few different formats of it so far. Like some of them are based around like negating parts, and other ones aren't, and some of them you rotate things, and other ones you don't. Beavers, how you doing today? How you beaving? Oh, you know what? I bet I know what this power thing is for. Yeah, it's for that. Interesting, had to reinstall all of AP and do some tests because the TextClient Dolphin client was making my mouse disappear. Still having that issue, but at least so far TextClient is working. I'm glad your TextClient is working. That's fine. Ah. Finally, a promotion. Secrecy for a Commander Spade. Typical. Intelligence says jump, you jump. So much as ask for how high, you expect a magnetic bolt or 5 to your back. Depends on how big that secret is. Should I get it out somewhere before I blab to a whispersmith about it? Intelligence tapped me a bit before 1800 and dragged me to a room with a few other executors. We were all told to round up some aethers and ions for top secret project on Virgil Station. Outside of in the transporter, shut up, move it, special project, and your choice is to come with us or die, we were forbidden to say anything. Sat through a lecture in the forum, starting around 2600. Some void aberration just swallowed some stars, and it wasn't a black hole. Sounds like something out of a picture book. More I listened, more it sounded like aethers were losing their gall. One individual said something about the aethers using this to look important. I had to agree. Rather have dealt with that than the intelligence demon handing out promotions. Some fool went and blabbed, turned slack in the mandible to an aether about who he was, and invited her to some water in the pit capital. Had more pheromones in his skull than brains. Had more pheromones in his skull than brains. Intelligence showed him an aether to some side room. Nobody had to be as smart as the tale here in the Wanderer to realize those two were never being seen again. Oh well, the spade is overdue. My cadre was happy about it, especially now. Force commander, unknown, lit soft skull, is off in some office without thieving our oxygen. Quick stomp in the sheet should leave it unreadable. The elements will sort the rest. It's between me and the 6 now. I hope. 6, I hope. This is between us. Oh, we have another battery slot, I see. Okay, so we got another place we can change them from. Wait. Where did I come from? This is not where I came from. Where's my elevator? Oh, is my elevator on the side with the red? Oh, it is. It is. My elevator's here. I want that. I want that. Deadly, the issue that Beaver's been having is that ever since he updated to Windows 11, for some reason, a thing that is normally just an option, which is like your text being hidden when there's anything or your mouse being hidden whenever there's anything text related up, has been like making his mouse disappear all the time, even though the option has been disabled. Like that's and it's happening for more than just regular things. It has been pointed out that it is possible that essentially his Windows install has a slight corruption. So, like, honestly, there is a chance that, like, Windows needs reinstalled. I don't remember if he actually reinstalled Windows. This was something he was potentially going to try doing at one point. Torny has, like, a kind of similar issue. Torny's issue is, though, that, her computer, like, does not respect being turned off properly. Like, at least when it's in hybrid. I don't know if it does this if it's off, but if you, like, move the mouse, it'll turn it back on. But we've tried looking into every setting related to that, and... Or, she's not on Windows 11, though, but... At one point, we temporarily had it fixed, I thought. That's the registry edit. But then it started happening again, and I could not find the information I found the first time about doing it. I think that's okay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. We need... Okay. So what's gonna happen? So this one I have to change out the middle. So these are everything, which means we're going to lose all of the outside perimeter. So yes, that's what happens. Battery! GG, replacement collar. How you doing today? How'd your plastic ducks go? Was it a duckin' good time? New audio setup works. Got a lot of work done. Let's go. I mean, battery co-working streams are a good time. Okay. This is mostly right, except this cancels out the perimeter again, just like that other one. So we want... No. Can I rotate one of these? No, I can't. What's going on here? Because that's not going to be correct. Because you're on the bottom. That's not going to be correct. That's not going to be correct because you cancel all that out. But that's not going to be correct because these are wrong. What is going on? Oh, I can rotate this one. I see. I didn't realize this one was rotatable. I'm still learning to recognize it's rotatable if there's a circle around it. There's a very minor UI change depending on what you can do to them. And I'm still learning to recognize the different UI things. That would be one of those things where I think they could do something a little bit better for that, like to make the readability more intuitive, like using more color. Like instead of going all in on the this display is like this one display, just make each thing its own color. Make like rotating blue, make something else another color, while it being also symbols, just because it makes it quicker to just recognize it. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. I feel like there's gotta be someone else who can take this. There's another one of these things. Yep. Goodbye, Cube. I miss you. What the... I see, okay. You won, but at what cost? I don't know what the cost was, but GG winning. I fought a bug and I won makes me think of like one of the bits from like Starship Troopers or something. Like, can't remember the bit, but one of the propaganda bits, like from the early part of the movie. What, you know, I wouldn't say that Starship Troopers is a must-see movie whatsoever, nor is it particularly like a great movie, but it is very like referenceable, and like, I mean, it has Neil Patrick Harris in it. It's got that going for it. Technically, the thing is like it memes on a lot of like military propaganda stuff, and it's I don't know, a lot of that's just pretty good. I also have not seen that movie in quite a long time. Starship Troopers.
I thought you were talking about that one.
Oh. I don't remember which door I came in. Where'd this go? Oh, that's where we just were. Okay. This is a nice, healthy red. Is this red because it's missing? The thing that's supposed to be in there is missing? I bet you that's why it's red. See, this has an egg in it. Also, there's like a lot of stuff around that. Probably not good. This has whatever that is in it. This one is completely offline. This one's red. The red cube. We needed another thingy, which I now have. I need to take the thing up. How do I go up? Where is uppies? This way to uppies? Oh. This is to another power thingy. What is that sound? Is something like trying to get me? Well, whatever it is, it triggered the GPU fans and now the cats are angry again. I'm sorry, cats. I don't know what it is. I suppose I should write something. I cannot say anything to anyone else. One visit from 7th Order is enough for my lifetime. Not sure what to believe about that night, though. Not sure if anyone would believe me, but a drop of urinthanol in my morning Cedrina. No one visit is enough for me. I remember I was dragged out in the night to a priority transport station. A gruff section weaver threw me out from the Hive Tower apartment block. I don't get these parts where there's like other possible words. There were a few other thinkers in the station when I got there. Soldiers brought me to the Celestial Forum on vigil. They could have told me to go to work when I woke up. They saved my alarm the trouble, I concede. But when I got there, it felt like I was in some theater troupe. There was some fissure of exotic energy or antimatter or something. Even my directors did not know what to call it. It was just growing, and it swallowed about 4 stars in a few days. Our job was to learn what it is and stop it from swallowing Verschal. Whatever we needed, it was paid for. Hexarchy's direction. Nobody around me knew what to think either. How could it be real? It seemed like it was out of some boring opera. Some soldiers and other thinkers were laughing about how stupid it all sounded. It all stopped being funny when I saw the 7th Order Ghost. She pulled 2 adjutants away to give them a command of spades. And understandably, an understudy and a trooper got their hands over each other when the talking stopped. That was the last anyone saw of them. All the dialenes the government could print and the Hexarch of Valor's hand-picked spies to keep us in line. Love a challenge, but even this is excessive. Alright, let's see here. Oh, we can rotate these. Good. I think that should be all correct. You're trying them off, keep demo, got something different from my playthrough? Wait, Deadly, what did you get that was different? Like, I seemingly 100%ed the demo, so I'm curious as to what was different. Yeah, Torny just showed me the screenshot. I'm guessing, so my guess is just the cat can be in different spots in the shop. Very good. Oh my god, I just looked at the screen. What is going on here? Oh my goodness gracious, okay. So, we need a combination that makes all of these things correct. Got it. So these ones, I need to rotate. And that's gonna be you. Okay. This. You're gonna get that side. I think it ends up being this. Should be good. So then you and you're gonna cross out, you're gonna cross out. So we're gonna be left with an up and down, and we're gonna be left with two sides. Yeah, it looks right. Okay, well, we solved the thing. Now we just need to get over to it. No, don't worry, cats. There's no GPU fans. GPU fans aren't real. They can't hurt you. Wow. Oh. I mean, I do want the map. I don't really want to spend my shards, but I do want this, so I guess we're spending our shards. I don't quite know what the point of me being able to go down here is if I can't cross that. Maybe later I can cross this or something. I thought we were gonna get another shard down here. Nope, no cats, there's no GPU fans. That upper area always triggers the fans. I'm not sure what it is about that area, but going up there triggers the GPU fans consistently. I mean, it doesn't trigger the GPU fans. There's no GPU fans. There are no fans in GPU. Uh-oh. Yeah, there are no fans in GPU. No, don't worry. GPU is a safe and free country. We do not have fans. There are no fans here. I want that. You know, if I found a way to get off of this, it'd probably break this, you know? I really want to break that. Game reminds you of like an old like Xbox game. Yeah, I'm not sure. A lot of the alien architecture structure kind of reminds me of like Halo. But then there's a lot of things in this game that I think might be Metroid Prime inspired. There's also some architecture stuff that kind of reminds me of Subnautica a little bit. There was a game on the original Xbox that I can't remember the name of that like had a very digital interface, like a lot of hexagon themes going on, and like your character was getting like corrupted over the course of the game or something like that. I can't remember what that game was called. Blinks? I don't think Blinks was the one I'm thinking of. I'm not sure what Blinks is. Time Sweeper Cat. I've never heard of Time. Is Time Sweeper Cat like a game that has a demo right now? Maybe I have heard of it. Like, maybe I download. Time Sweeper Cat sounds familiar. Something about that sounds familiar. Oh, this went out. Interesting. Oh, wow. Yes, I have never played that game. Alright, we powered this room. All of our efforts have gone into powering this room, which is now facing the wrong way. That's so obnoxious. How do you get it to... Okay, I need to go to one of these other rooms. Here. Here we need to press a button. Alright. I know ads are going on, but it's demos. It'll be okay. I guess we could wait to go through this portal, just in case this portal is just the very end, because I probably won't do another demo, because it's kind of late. Alright. We'll be right back. Stay tuned for the exciting conclusion in 2 minutes. Alright. Welcome back from the break. I hope that you had a wonderful break. And now, for presumably the exciting conclusion of Memories Reach demo. I assume this is the conclusion. I mean, this just looks so... We've solved a bunch of puzzles. We've put, like, over an hour into this. Like, 2 hours into this. This seems like it would be a conclusion for a demo. Oh my god, there's a thing that's kind of framed to look kind of eyeball-like. See how they framed that? It's kind of clever. Like, structure, and then put that. It looks like an eye. It looks like it's watching us. Energy surge. Hold spacebar to build a charge. Surges can be fired at 3 levels of charge. Beavers, what's for dinner? There's a little charge? Oh. What's the point of the different charges? Oh. Oh, I see. So in this case, each charge, 1 charge is there, 2 charges there, 3 charges there. I see. Fine. Beavers, I think by definition, food has to be edible, yes. I believe if it's not edible, it's not food. What's the point of this one? Oi. Why was I able to come up here? Explain yourself, game. Uh-oh. What's uh-oh? You can't see all the mod stages, uh-oh. Oh boy. Another one of those journal entry things. Another successful delivery to Liss. Very few people can say they've delivered an overloaded vehicle full of engine pieces along these winding roads, and now Mai Kun joins the very short list. One thing that I saw was a shortage of cliff ravagers and element on the way there. Normally, I cannot get my grab wagon around some of the bends without smacking at least 3. Oh my god, Play Plump is live.
Oh!
Play Plump hasn't been live for like 3 days. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. That's not it. That's not it. Anyway, I'm very excited. Play Plump has not been live in the last 2 days, and Torny and I have been very into like doing our Play Plumps. It's Monday to Friday. Well, that's terrible, Canis. Play Plump should be every single day.
It says Monday through Friday.
I disagree. It should be every single day.
Hey, devs are allowed to have the weekend off.
They can
For
try.
all I know, this is when they like sit and fix bugs or stuff.
Listen, as a person that runs servers and games that are online, let me tell you, you can run them every day. They can be running 24/7, okay?
Kina's simply working towards that.
Okay. Let's see. It used to be Thursday through Sunday, or Sunday, Thursday for a while, Sunday through Thursday. And by used to be, I mean it was until last week, I see. So we should expect to see Dwarf live streams every day. Deadly, you do see Dwarf live streams almost every day. I stream like 7 days a week, most weeks. I think I typically only end up taking like a few days off of streaming per month, historically speaking. Alex works Monday through Friday. New job. Monkey looks after Play Plump while doing art missions. Like Saturday off, and Alex works on fixes on Sunday. I see. I'm still gonna be the needy enjoyer of the thing and say that I wish it was just running every day. I feel like I can do that because I host things that run every day, and people complain when my things are offline. So now I get to be the complainee. I get to be the complainee for once. I complain all the time. I'm the complainee all the time.
You a complainer.
I'm big complainee, yeah. To be clear, I don't like, they don't want to run thing every day. They can do whatever they want. I'm not.
I'm not demanding. I'm just complaining.
Exactly. There is no demanding or like actually expecting a thing to just go to my wishes. It's more of me just being complaining because I want to. Alright. Anyway, let's finish reading this. But I found the culprits when I got to the low reaches. Some of the families had bought into this whole idea about a meat-only diet. It was supposed to keep them younger such. Did not pay attention much, but thought it was a hoot and a song. I talked them off their thinking. They said they had no mind to listen to the Aethers, and I said I was the son of 5 generations of Grindel farmers. You cannot just eat all the animals in area. Do that, and you'll collapse the indirect translation. Ah, I see. Okay.
These are translated, but
Yeah, so these are translated logs, but sometimes it doesn't have a good way of translating. Okay. So, area of breathing things. Okay. Till you bring the animals back. Aside from that, I will need to go back to the capital tomorrow. Parts of the Kogil need needs that cannot be delivered by air. I hope they will have some small flour cakes again. It is the season for it.
is small spelled S-M-O-L?
You know, I don't know. I think I can somehow recheck my logs, but I don't know how. Probably this way. Oh. Alright. Couldn't see. Deadly, did you refresh the days? Like not everything spawns each day, so you do have to sleep each day. I don't know. I was finding them by just moving the cursor around the screen, because that would make question marks happen, like if you got close to them. See. I see. I see. I see. Oh, serious kicking on the GPU fans again. The fact that one of these is still not, like, open is weird. I think this just goes to the purple room, doesn't it? It does. Hmm. Oh, we powered on those thingies. I can't interact with those thingies yet, but man, are they powered on. Nobody powers on thingies like me. They're so powered on. Like, LMAO, get powered on. One day, Wolfgang, you too will be able to power things on like I do. For just $9.99 a month, you know? You can join the cult of Shroom. And in the cult of Shroom, we believe in powering things on. And we teach it. We believe in lots of things, depending on the day of the week. But we teach how to power things on. I should start a cult.
You should.
No.
A whole lot of new stuff.
It will be a glorious goal. Oh my gosh.
Is that enough to get a starter kit?
Absolutely. Beavers, thank you for 7 months. That, you know what, because we believe in the retro. Like, you know, 7 months, that adds up. You will get the secret classes on how to power things on like a shroom. Are you familiar with the potato battery? It's kind of the same concept. Can't power that on for some reason. Does not accept my zappies. Wait, is there something over there? Hold on, I want to go back down. Ah. It was a shorter delivery day than most, but that was unsurprising. After the splitters from Iron and Dawn split, I saw people were less likely to get goods from their holdings. That was to say, nearly all of them. But that was a part of the story, what was brewing for the last of seasons. Turns out, someone had ordered some Aethers and Irons kidnapped. They swore they saw Valors dragging them out of their homes. Said, unknown jargon, nearest equivalent, trustworthy citizens kept quiet about it and only mentioned it around family. But of course, they trusted Maik. You can always trust the peddler. I asked some questions in between runs. Turns out the Aethers are now all shifting attention to stargazing. But why would you need kidnapping if they were looking for the Spitters? They would just go to work when they woke up, correct? So something is feral here. Now my best guess is that the Valors and the Aethers are tied to something. Everyone has the right to know what is happening, and the Flames are keeping hush all about it. Some people what talked to the Flames are saying there is a hole in space, what is swallowing whole stars. That's the reason the splitters split. Bless you. I know conspiracy thinking when I see it, but this is big even for me. If the Hexogs know about this, they are keeping so hush even the Wanderers do not know about it. Or the Wanderers are rolling around the Aethers about this coup. I will get to the root of this. No house is better than the rest, and certainly not smart enough to put a shroud over my eyes. Your shopkeeper's gone, oh no.
Is Mike a G? Does he have wares if you have coin?
Maybe. I'm so jealous of beavers now. That was not on my bingo card for the year. Sorry, Wolfgang. Let's see. Go up. Let's go up. Oh, we're back here. think there was a zappy thing over here. Wait, did it start a random hype train again? That's so funny. I didn't even realize it started a hype train. That's very silly. I mean, according to Stream Elements, it did. I never saw any of the text about it, but according to Stream Elements' no, Beavers, it did.
But no one saw it.
Yeah, I didn't see it trigger. But according to Stream Elements, you did start a hype train. But yeah, the only like downside when they're triggered by a single thing, when they're triggered by a single thing, they don't actually start at like a full level. So like normally a hype train, if it's triggered the normal way, it starts at like the first level done. But the ones that start off of just a single thing, don't start at a level done. They start without the first level done. Because there was only like, you know, one thing instead of 3 things. Oh my gosh, elevator. Oh my god, is this like a whole new area? Alright. I thought we were gonna be at the end of the demo when we were done with the last big area, so I might call it here in a second. I'm curious as to where this goes, but game is interesting. I'm still conflicted. I've been conflicted, I think, this whole time. Because okay. The new area was in fact the end of the demo this time. Boom. I feel like there is something interesting there. I think that I like the puzzles that were here were mostly simple. But I mean they were interesting. In the previews look like they get more complicated. But I kind of like the puzzle format. I didn't like the 3D space puzzles, so like the purple platform puzzles basically. The purple platform puzzles were not my favorite, mostly because most of them weren't actually interesting to think about. They were just very tedious to execute. There's like there's the whole thing, you know, this comes up a lot, but the whole thing with it's been pretty well documented at this point that what's like the enjoyment of puzzles is figuring out the solution. The worst part about puzzles is figuring out a solution and then spending the time implementing the solution. So you can essentially make like a graph to show like if the time it takes to implement your solution is like longer than so much time, it just instantly like diminishes the enjoyment of the puzzle. And so the purple puzzles the purple puzzles kind of feel like that to me, in that most of them weren't even like difficult to think about. We just had to like click the button and move. But then it was just like, you know, there was that one area where we had to keep going up and down over and over again. It was like, okay, he just not made for good. Yeah, like needing a lot of steps to do it, to traverse, was not actually interesting. There was also that one room where we just kept going back and forth from the left side to the right side of the room, but there was only one way to progress at any given time. Yeah, Beavers, exactly. It was very linear. Like, the problem is the purple room puzzles that were presented in the demo were all very, very linear. There wasn't really like layered complexity to them. Like, complexity in a puzzle, the more layers of complexity is usually the more difficult the puzzle is. So like, there's a whole thing where I mean, heck, this actually comes up when I do the witness randos, because a funny side effect of some of the more difficult puzzles in the randos is that they accidentally make them easier. Because by trying to add more complicated things, they actually force very specific things to happen, which end up making some hard puzzles become very easy, because they actually they accidentally, like the randomizer will basically accidentally eliminate layers of complexity, because you no longer have, like, if for example, from what you can see, there's like 10 possible moves to make, then you need to like plan around, okay, which of these moves leads to the next move that's relevant. So, you know, you might be able to mentally see, okay, well, at least 5 of these lead to another move, and then from there, what do I do? And that's, you know, where again you get this complexity. The problem here is that there was only ever one move with the purple puzzles. It was like, okay, well, I click this, and that just opens up one thing. That's not, I guess that's not true. There was 2 moves. There's undo what I just did, or do the only other option that opened up. That being said, I am willing to chalk part of that up to this being essentially, like, the demos of most games are essentially the tutorial zone. You know, zone 1 is the basic simple zone. And a really, really big thing when you're trying to get somebody interested in the game is to not add, you don't want to add a feeling of getting, like, too stuck or lost or unsure where to go. I mean, heck, Hollow Knight is one of my all-time favorite games, and many people's biggest complaint with Hollow Knight is that they don't know where to go. But that feeling of not knowing where to go is literally why I love Hollow Knight. Like going, oh dang, I know somewhere there's a way to go, we need to figure it out, and kind of like wandering around. Like, that's a thing that I like. But also, if you put that into the very beginning of your game, you know, that's going to be a thing that turns a lot of people away. Like, so I don't know, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to not feel like this game might all be linear puzzles. Like I'm sure the game gets to more interesting things. It's just the area we were shown, everything about these puzzles were very linear. So, but, you know, I don't know. There's definitely an interesting idea going on. The other thing, I'm just not entirely sold about the, like, universe right now. And I think this is tricky because there's a lot of stuff about it that feels like a universe I would like. Like, time for fish and rice. Alright, beavers, have a delicious dinner. Like, the Metroid Prime games are some of my, like, all-time favorite games. And they're in a universe that I really like. And I did like Metroid Prime 1. Metroid Prime 1 was basically my introduction to, like, the Metroid series. And I got very into that, like, universe. It's not it's not that I don't think I can get into another universe, but so far, the way this game is trying to introduce me into its world is not clicking with me super well. I guess because it's like, I don't know. I think it's almost not. It's name dropping too many things at once, like the X people, the Y people, when like maybe less text dense things to start with, to start like being like, oh, like I'm curious about, you know, people being missing. I don't know. I'm not sure. But it's doing a lot of things. I do think that this might have some... I do suspect that if asked, the devs would probably say that, like, Metroid Prime was an inspiration, because we did see a bit of scanning the, like, geometry around us. Like, you know, we scanned a rock to get information about the rock having stuff. We didn't get to, like, scan a whole bunch of things, but I did think that was kind of interesting. I'm just not sold on the, whatever these, like, memory journal things are. I don't know. They're not clicking with me a ton right now. But I think part of that is just, like, not being super invested into this world yet. And I definitely don't like that, it keeps, like, despite turning all the settings down, it seemed like a bunch of random places would just trigger my GPU fans to go on. And again, that's just not... That's not a thing that happens in most games. So, I do feel like there's probably some unnecessary GPU usage going on in this game, that it would be really nice if they could get that cleaned up.
Yeah, the fact that you played through the whole demo for 2.5 hours means the game was interesting.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is doing things that I do like. I like sci-fi settings. I like, you know, little puzzle stuff going on. I like that it has the intrigue of maybe a bigger mystery going on. I don't know. I feel very conflicted on this. Oh, it does say, I didn't even read this blurb, but it does say that it's intended to be a Metroidvania adventure. That's one of the things I was wondering. I was like, are we just going to be given a bunch of abilities, or is this going to have like a Metroidvania type thing? I think that's the thing that the demo was kind of missing, was, and I think it's because it's the demo again, but, it would have been interesting to see more of the backtracking used a bit, whereas in the what was shown in the demo, the backtracking was just very linear. It wasn't actually like super backtracky. Aw, just continue playing, just take me out of here. Dang. Bigger mystery, hashtag everything blueprints. I mean, I will say there are lots of really big mystery games that aren't blueprints. I think it's interesting that the demo area showed a lot of the warp gates, but I mean, seemingly, unless I completely missed it, you can't get the warp ability in the demo. Which again, I might have just missed it. It's very possible you can get the warp ability in the demo. Wow. I doubt it. But I guess if this is supposed to be an area you come back to, I guess that's another thing, you know, if this is maybe the next area you would go to in the real game would then take you to wherever you go get the warp ability. And then we would come back and now we'd have new warp paths. I don't know. But yeah. I think as of right now, I need to go check if I have this game wishlisted. If I don't have it wishlisted, I will wishlist the game. I just think as of right now, I don't think it would be like a day one purchase. Maybe the game came out. I guess I should check. It's also possible that the game... I don't remember if this is one of the games that has already come out. Release date to be announced. So no, this game has not come out. And I did wishlist it already. Interestingly, the demo has mixed reviews. I'm curious about that.
If other people were like, this game is unoptimized as hell.
Let's see some of the reviews going on here. Now, a couple of people that, or I mean, at least one person right here is saying that they found at least the first 30 minutes to not be very interesting, and I get that. I think that was one of my things, is that like the linearness did feel like a less interestingness going on. Yeah. It seems like most of the people that have had issues were mostly about the fact that it feels very linear right now. Like, very much walk to a puzzle, the puzzle's pretty straightforward, and then you're just brought to the next puzzle. But the puzzles are not like, the puzzles are not necessarily, engaging right now, like at least in this area. The puzzles are very... But again, I think these are tutorial puzzles. I am willing to believe that this is them wanting to teach you how to do the puzzles. So they're not giving you real puzzles, they're giving you like training. And training puzzles are not always the most interesting things. It's just a little unfortunate that, like, this was something that came up with the giraffe game from the other day. There was a comment. I posted a screenshot of it on Discord. But there was someone's comment that basically said, like, they wished that the game had done a little bit better job of teaching what some of the mechanics were, because it felt like they just accidentally got some stuff right with them and then didn't understand how to do them, and they struggled to learn what to do. And the devs responded to that message, and they said, in the real game, they actually do spend more time teaching the mechanics before, like, you're supposed to just solve puzzles with them. But they cut out most of the teaching the mechanics part from the demo because it made it too long. But they did want to show off at least some of the mechanics that they had done, because that was, like, of interest. So they trimmed it down to the bare minimum of what they felt would let you potentially learn the mechanic, and then be able to go forward. And I think this game kind of shows you the reverse of that, or inverse of that. I think this game did the full teaching you the mechanics of what you're expected to do going onward. But for the demo, they probably should have cut out most of that. They should have just done, like, the very basic teaching you and then giving you some slightly more difficult ones. Like, I think this whole demo could have been condensed into half of what it was and been a much smoother experience. And then they could have had this full thing as the beginning of the real game. But for the demo, it did feel like it was, like, very slow paced. Yeah. That's all to say that, again, I do find the game interesting. I'm very curious for the release. I do also see another review of someone that mentioned being very reminded of Metroid Prime. I wonder, I don't know how this game was ever pitched. I wonder if the devs have ever, like, mentioned that they were inspired, like, directly mentioned it. Apparently Kotaku called it Metroid Prime with no combat, which is a fascinating review, since I don't know if I would agree with that at all. But, interesting. Alright. I think we're gonna go over to Colette. I don't know how long Colette's gonna go tonight. She started late. Ugh. Alright, so young. I'm gonna go over to Colette. I'm also gonna be in Playplum. Getting some fishing in. We're studying some relics, you know, gonna get the relics going. Colette is playing some Subnautica Below Zero. If you are avoiding Subnautica Below Zero spoilers, then you should play Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero. They're pretty good. Did you know that even if you don't like the idea of a survival kind of game underwater, you can play Subnautica, disabling the survival mechanics. It's literally an optional thing in the game. Now, I personally think that it's way more interesting if someone's playing with the survival mechanics, because that does lead to a different gameplay loop, but if that's not your thing, you can disable it. It's okay. Subnautica's great. Below Zero is pretty good. I mean, I think Below Zero is just as good as Subnautica. I like them both for different reasons, and the things that I like and dislike about Subnautica and Below Zero are literally different things. But I like both games probably equally. Tomorrow, I will probably be back with Blueprints. I say probably be back with Blueprints in that, it would be very surprising if I was not playing Blueprints tomorrow. My plan is to start at, like, my normal time, like, around 2 Pacific. Have a good one.